The dictionary says, in the verb form, it means to feel thirst or to crave vehemently or urgent. In the noun form, it's a desire or a need to drink. It went on to say that thirst is the body's way of urging you to get some fluids, and is signaled by a signal from your brain saying that something in your blood has changed. My God. My God. God, no more. Ah, God. Ah, God. God, no more. And at that moment, we knew God was transitioning out. Oh, but his blood. Something in his blood made him say, I thirst. Now, many say it was a natural thirst. But the more I studied and asked God about this word, it became apparent to me it wasn't just a natural thirst. It was a spiritual thirst. See, his thirst drove him to the cross. His love for us and his thirst for us and his hunger for souls drove him to the cross. It drove him to leave deity and become a man and walk among this earth to show us how we could do it with him. And none of this is in the notes, my God. So when he said I thirst, it wasn't a natural. And the more I studied, the vessel that they gave him from was full of, keep playing, Patrick, full of vinegar and hyssop. Vinegar, we know it to be a strong drink. Some say it was a strong wine. Some say it was an old wine. They didn't even give him the best wine. But I thought about when I put it on my cucumbers at night. And even though I might have a tingle in my throat from asthma or bronchitis or whatever, it seems to cleanse it on up. Vinegar is also said to have healing properties, to disinfect and to help transform. Hyssop was used to clean and soothe your pain. So even if the Roman soldiers thought they were doing something to hurt them, they were only healing them. They were only bringing soothing. Oh, my God. I asked God, what things, God? And he brought back to my mind, Jesus said, when all things were accomplished. That was a part of Scripture. And I said, what are you saying to me, God? He said, just like when you did everything you thought you knew to do, there came a time you had to thirst for me. The world, it offered me a lot of things, y'all, and all of them went bad. But as time went on, started drinking from a bitter cup, cup of sin, cup of pride, cup of shame. And he even said to me, you've been dealt a lot of bitter blows, but yet you still have to thirst. I said, thirst for what, God? He said, thirst for And if you really know me, you know I'm going through the hardest season of my life. But more and more, I said, God, I know it's hard, but this ain't a sad thing. This is a Good Friday. This is a Good Friday. Because I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that every bitter drink that I take, there's a sweeter drink with Jesus. That the more I thirst, the more he feels. God. The more I thirst, the more he feels me. I started thinking about my athlete kids, and as you sweat and you pour out and you pour out and you pour out, and the electrolytes go. And God said, it's just the same way. You got to keep coming to me and drawing 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 to me. And I'll do you like the woman at the well. I'll give you the water that you'll never thirst again. So, I got off track, but it's all on track. God says when you are fully hydrated, you don't really have a thirst again. And he gave me the illustration of us in my grandmama's backyard. And you know back then you couldn't come in the house. You had to drink outside. And really we were drinking from the water spigot, not because we were so thirsty, but because the water was so good. And you kept drinking and you kept drinking and you kept drinking. And my cousin would say, get out the way, Nikki, I want some. And I said, no, this water's too good. The water was good and cool and refreshed my soul. Oh, God. I think if God wanted me to leave something with you today, he wants you to think about everything the Bible talked about is in Bible study. It's not physical. Some things are symbolic, some spiritual. I think in this season we got to ask ourselves, when I've done everything that I know how to do, what is it my soul is thirsting for? What is it my soul is longing for? What is it my soul wants from Jesus? What does he want from me? Because it's a give and take. It's relationship. I'm done.